Rubio drops out of the race tonight on a do-or-die night on the campaign trail, but it's still a close race in some states for the other candidates, and the results are still coming in. Good evening, everyone. I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. Let's get to the latest results right now. In the Democratic primaries, Hillary Clinton picks up wins in Florida, North Carolina, and Ohio. It's a closer race in Illinois and Missouri.
For the Republicans, Donald Trump wins Florida, Illinois, and North Carolina. Ohio Governor John Kasich picks up a big win in his home state, and Missouri is still too close to call.
We are going to go all the way to Cleveland and secure the Republican nomination.
John Kasich may have just shaken up the Republican field. By winning in his home state of Ohio, he made it tougher for Donald Trump to secure the nomination before the convention.
I will not take the low road to the highest office in the land.
But tonight marks the end of the road for Marco Rubio. Trump trounced the senator in his home state of Florida.
While it is not God's plan that I be president in 2016 or maybe ever, and while today my campaign is suspended, the fact that I've even come this far is evidence of how special America truly is.
Trump may be facing a convention fight, but he remains the clear frontrunner.
We're going to win for the country. We're going to win, 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 and we're not stopping.
The only other Republican remaining in the race is Texas Senator Ted Cruz.
Tonight, we continued to gain delegates and continue our march to 1,237.
CBS's Bob Schieffer gave me some perspective on today's votes.
I think if Trump winds up getting the nomination before they get to Cleveland, I think that's going to turn the party upside down, the Republican Party as we know it. But if it goes to that open convention, I mean, who knows what happens after that.
This is another Super Tuesday for our campaign.
For the Democrats, Hillary Clinton avoided another surprise loss like the one she had last week in Michigan. But Bernie Sanders still seems to be the candidate generating the enthusiasm.
We are doing something very radical in American politics. We're telling the truth.
Schieffer says it all makes for an uncertain outcome in November.
You want to look ahead beyond both conventions and to the general election. I don't think you can predict what's going to happen or who's going to win.
And so tonight, here's a look at the delegate count after those big wins for Clinton and Trump. Trump closer to the nomination with 574 delegates, followed by Ted Cruz. Rubio and Kasich are far behind. 1,237 are needed for the nomination. For the Democrats, Hillary Clinton has more than double Bernie Sanders' delegates. To be nominated, they need 2,383. So Trump and Clinton won the Florida primary with a little help from their friends.
Yes, a whole bunch of New Yorkers who've moved down south. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us now from Boca Raton with that part of our coverage. Good evening, Marcia.
Good evening, Christine and Maurice. Well, you know, you can change your zip code, but you can't change your born and bred New York DNA. And it seems that having a little bit of that New York DNA helped candidates from New York.
We voted, of course, for Donald Trump. Very important, because I feel he's the only one that can tap into stopping the corruption.
He's beholden to no one. He's going in a billionaire, and he's going to come out a billionaire.
Howard and Susan Zipper, just two of several New Yorkers at the town center in Boca Raton, who say they not only voted for Trump, they are ardent supporters. But New Yorkers, even transplanted ones, often have strong opinions. And so there were a few people we found, I mean a few, who voted against Trump.
I voted for Rubio against Trump. In fact, I even re-registered from independent to Republican in order to vote against Trump.
But Hillary Clinton did well in Boca Raton, too. Who did you vote for?
Hillary.
Because?
Well, I'm basically a Democrat, and I would vote for anybody who got it in the Democratic Party. I'm so disgusted with what's going on.
And then there were some New Yorkers who, in true New York fashion, have an identity crisis, like this man in the Make America Great Again hat. Who did you vote for?
I voted for Bernie Sanders.
Is that who you wanted to vote for?
Well, you know, I've been a Democrat all my life. Now I have been, a lot of my views are the views that Donald Trump has.
I also found a whole lot of independents who couldn't vote in the primary. Who would you vote for if you could have?
Kasich.
Okay, why?
I think he's got the best plans for the country. I think we need a change of parties.
Well, with Florida's primary over, it's on to Utah and Arizona. And as for New York voters, the ones who didn't change their zip code, they're going to have to wait an entire month before they can vote. Reporting live in Boca Raton, Florida, I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Marcia.